Hi, welcome back to the channel. Today I want to give you an update on 4 weeks post hip replacement surgery. So if you're new here, consider subscribing to the channel. I gave you an update at 2 weeks. At 2 weeks, I was still in considerable pain. I was doing much better than I was, but I found that I still had a lot of issues with pain. I'd been pushing things because you can see I got this lovely little line here that says, I'm really a patient person. Not really. So I've been working to get better and better and do more and more after my hip replacement. So today I want to talk about how I'm doing now. So 2 weeks, well, wasn't great because I was still working on pushing some of the muscles that I hadn't used in a long time. So that's really where that was at. But at 4 weeks, I feel pretty good. So in fact, I'm supposed to be on crutches for 6 weeks. So I will be on crutches for 6 weeks because I'm going to follow my doctor's advice. But sometimes I'm having trouble remembering them. I go to the bathroom and I come out and I'm doing something and go, wonder where my crutches are. Look around and they're not anywhere near me. They're actually still in the washroom. So unconsciously, I'm leaving them behind. My walking is improving. I will show you some of the exercises that I do every single day that I'm finding is really helping. For walking, I'm walking every day. I went to Portugal so that I could have better weather and be able to walk outside. So I'm actually walking in hilly terrain, which is wonderful. And I'm getting up to 6,700 steps in per day, which again is pretty good. And that's just on one walk. Of course, I do stop and I do take breaks, but it's beautiful, beautiful scenery here, and it's a lovely, lovely place to be walking. So I want to go through some of the exercises that I do so you can see how I'm doing with them. Some of them, as I watch them myself, it's like, they could use a little bit more help, a little bit more work. And this is a journey, it's a process. As some of my friends reminded me, I did have major surgery and it takes a little bit of time to recover. But I'm not in pain like I was all the time before. So this is a major improvement, a major shift for me. So let's go through some of the exercises that I do every single day. So I was doing this one before my surgery as well because I find that it just helps my lower back to feel better. So I'm just taking my knees, moving them from side to side. I do that for about 10 reps, and then I separate my legs out so that I can move my legs again from side to side. So this one is just, I'm working on opening up my hips. So I'm just putting a little bit of pressure at the top there so that you can see I'm just working on getting some more movement, some more flexibility in there. So after I do the legs side to side that are separated out, then what I'm doing is I'm putting my feet together and I'm just working on separating the legs so that they come out. I'm putting a little bit of pressure here, not too much because, as I say, I don't really want to be in pain, but it is getting better and better and I'm getting more and more of opening as I go through it. And then after that, I go to this one. I do this in two different ways. So one is I just open my hips like this. The other is that I actually take the leg and I move it directly up in the same kind of motion, but not keeping it. I actually lift the foot with it. After I do that, then I just lift the lower part of the leg, which gives another kind of a movement to the hip. So one of the things to remember is when you go through hip replacement surgery, you haven't used some of these muscles in a long time. This one I've just recently added, and at first I could do like 1 or 2, and I'm actually getting up to 10 now, but you can see I don't have a whole lot of range of motion on this yet, and I find it still really, really hard, but you keep doing it and it gets better and better. So this one, again, I was doing before hip replacement surgery just because it seems to move that lower back and it stops me from having so many back issues. So after I do it with my legs together, then I separate my knees and I do it in that way. So as I look at this, I can see I'm really not getting down on that hip that's had the hip replacement. So I'm going to have to work on that a little bit more. This one here helps to tighten those muscles on the back of your leg, which is really good because those are where I'm having a lot of kind of issues. So this one here, I'm just moving my leg to the side, which is what I was doing on the other one, but this one is substantially easier than the other one. And then I'm moving it to the back, just so I can work on getting more range of motion in there. Then after that, I do my squats. You don't have to go very far down, but you want to get some motion going. And then this is my walking now. So it's looking better and better as I go along. As I say, I still need to use the crutches for a little bit longer just to ensure that I don't start lipping. And this one here you can't see, but I've got a chair there. So I'm working at being able to get up and down from a chair without using my hands to push myself up and down. It still takes a little bit of work to do this, but I'm working on it. That's right. And there's some other ones that I didn't put in there that I also do. So I'm doing the cat and cow, as well as I'm moving back after I finish my bed exercises and going back and pushing my butt back so that I can kind of get into, I'm not even sure what the position is called. It's a yoga position, but just stretching your back out so that it gets a little bit more flexibility. The hips and the back get a little bit more movement. So there's other ones that I do as well, but those are the primary ones I'm working with. And I work on walking every single day. They say that walking is the best exercise for you. And I know that my steps are not huge yet, but I am able to walk, and I'm able to walk without pain, which is really great for me. I do stop, but that's fine. I'm still getting the movement in, and I'm still getting the walking in. So as I say, I'm about 6,700 steps on average right now. I probably could do a little bit more, but that's kind of the road I'm taking, and it seems to be working for me. So have an amazing day, and best wishes to you on your hip replacement. It does get better. So even if you're at the very beginning right now, it's getting better and better and better. So feel free to give me a like, thumbs up, because it really helps my channel, and subscribe. So if you want to see more additional content, have an amazing day. And remember, if not now, when?